And I'm not even joking. And not only did I find a dragon, but I found a dragon in the United States the size of a state. Now you might think I'm crazy, but if you watch this video, I'm going to provide you solid evidence to the point where you're going to know there were dragons. It all started a few days ago when my buddy Mike, who has this page on the gram, go follow him, he is brilliant and has so much awesome information, posted this. And those are people. So these are rock formations and those are people. So think how big that is. So Mike was mentioning in his post how the mainstream would never let us know how big dinosaurs actually were. And he was saying these were scales from a giant dinosaur. But I was suspicious. I wasn't quite sold on what he was saying. Suspicious to the point where I wanted the coordinates. So Mike, like the good person he is, found me the coordinates. And just to show you a little bit more, all this rock formation goes on until the...
You gotta wake up and realize that what's going on in DC is crazy. They don't even try to hide it at this point. You got cops walking up, breaking into people's cars without their say-so. And we're supposed to sit back and act like this is normal? It's not. Somebody said it best. This is the federal government showing us what's to come. Civil rights, out the window. Human rights, out the window. They trying to push the country into a dictatorship mode right in our face. Look at this shit, y'all. And they don't care.
Nobody was over here by this car. Nobody was in the car. I got the key. I got the key. They use the little airbag thing because that's how they went in my car on M Street, and they not supposed to do that. It was nobody over here, nobody in the car, none of that. So how y'all just going to people's cars?
This shit crazy.
Y'all not supposed to just go in people's cars. Nobody was in the car. Nobody was leaning on it. None of that. Where are y'all going in the car?
That's not legal.
Because we didn't touch y'all. Don't push me because we didn't touch y'all. We did not touch y'all. We're trying to figure out why are you guys arguing in the car.
I don't think people fully understand yet that what's going on in DC is going to go on all over in every state. People just don't understand. Then you got people on the comments talking about, well, that's what we voted for. Great job, Trump. Great job. I'm telling y'all, those going to be the people that's like, damn, we fucked up. When everything hit the fan, they going to be mad as fuck. I'm not going to lie, y'all. We got to fight back because they can't run the system without us. They need us to cooperate. So if we're not cooperating, we're not spending money, their shit's going to fail. You got to hit them right where it hurt. You got to stop feeding into the machine. Stop giving your money to the same system that's turning around and stripping our rights right in front of our face. Stop. Wake up, y'all. They showing the blueprint right in front of us. And they just looking at us like, it's not enough for y'all. What are y'all going to do? My question is, are y'all going to start paying attention? Or are you just going to see this video and scroll past and not share and pretend like you didn't see it?
News out of Antarctica has shocked the world. Scientists conducting deep ice research picked up strange radio signals, not random noise, but powerful rhythmic pulses. Almost like a heartbeat. Even more unsettling, the energy readings suggest something bigger than an entire continent might be moving beneath the ice. Something alive. In a remote section of Antarctica, faint outlines appear to form the shape of a massive head, so huge it looks like an ancient beast lying in wait. Breaking news out of Antarctica has shocked the world. Scientists conducting deep ice research picked up strange radio signals, not random noise, but powerful rhythmic pulses. Almost like a heartbeat. Even more unsettling, the energy readings suggest something bigger than an entire continent might be moving beneath the ice. Something alive. In a remote section of Antarctica, faint outlines appear to form the shape of a massive head, so huge it looks like an ancient beast lying in wait.
Close your eyes, don't move your body. Jesus. Got a lazy eye or something?
On May 22nd, 2025, two Duval County officers discovered an intoxicated woman who had crashed her car into a roadside palm tree.
Hi. Hi, can you turn that music down?
No, thank you.
Ma'am, roll your window down, please.
What's that going on?
Can you roll your window down, please?
Thank you so much.
Can you turn that music off,
Thank
please?
you so much.
Ma'am, I can't hear you. We need to have a conversation.
I love that song.
Okay, can you roll this all the way down, please? Ma'am, roll this. I'm Deputy Schwartz. That's Sheriff Landon. Tell me what's going on.
So,
you
no,
all right?
I'm feeling good. Yeah, thank you, though.
Okay, so could I just see your license, please?
How old do you think I am? Guess my age.
I'm not going to guess your age.
Seriously, will you guess my age?
Can I just get your ID and registration, please?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Pussy?
What? Hey, what? Ma'am, put that down now. I don't know if you have any weapons on you.
I am a weapon, because I'm a woman, and in the United States of America.
Can I just get your ID? Lainey Manassas?
Thank you. Yes.
Okay. Sit tight for me. I'm going to go run your license.
Run it.
I mean, this chick is obliterated.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go run her license if you want to just run a field
Hey,
sobriety test.
Trouble.
Yeah.
Come over here, hot stuff.
Take your hands off the wheel for me, ma'am.
Where do you want me to put them on you? Come over.
What happened?
I'm like in a wreck. What's your name?
My name is Sheriff Landon.
London. I like that.
I'm gonna have you step out of the car here, please.
Why? No, why did I do that?
Okay, I'm gonna have you step out of the car
Why
here
did I
with
do
me.
that, freak ass?
Yeah, all right, you're gonna fall down. Can you stand up? Stand right in front of the car for me, over here. Not there.
When you see your friends later tonight, what are you gonna say about me?
Please stop leaning on the car and please stand. Stop. Don't spit. No spitting and don't lean on the car. Stop spitting. No spitting. Stop spitting.
You think I'm pretty?
How many alcoholic beverages have you had to drink tonight?
2 beers in 9 hours.
You got 2 beers and
9 beers in 2 hours.
You had 9 beers?
9 beers in...
Or 2
19.
beers? Okay. Step closer to me, away from the vehicle, please. What the fuck?
Really pretty eyes, by the way. You have
Okay.
really pretty eyes, by the way.
Stop. Stop. I need you to follow my finger with just your eyes.
I'm a disabled veteran, by the way.
Focus.
You and I should get out of here.
Don't move your body.
We would have sex.
What?
You can literally be real with me. Do you think I'm
You're
pretty?
getting one more chance.
Fine.
This is it. Follow my finger with just your eyes. Don't move your body. Jesus. Got a lazy eye or something? Stay right there. You will blow into this mouthpiece for 3 seconds. Do you understand?
I bet you like that.
Nice. Try that again. What is this? One more time.
What number do you want?
What?
What do you want? 1.6? 5.
Stay right there. Lady, back up. And when I say go, I want you to walk in a straight line towards me, all right?
Ralphie.
What's going on?
Hey, this chick's supposed to be dead.
What does that mean? What do you...
I don't know. The system says she died 3 years
Hey
ago.
guys,
Drunk driving.
I'm gonna go.
I don't know.
Welcome to Chick-fil-A, home of the original chicken sandwich. Why don't you come inside and I will show you around.
Our experience starts here, with the cashier. We have them trained to be the nicest so everyone feels good when ordering.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Here she is in all of her glory, the original chicken sandwich. Over 50 ingredients created right here in our Chick-fil-A labs.
It all starts with the chicken, the most important part. We've perfected the LGC, lab-grown chicken.
So the trick is to take a little bit of DNA from this little guy here.
And then we put it in some dishes to grow little guys like these. Pretty cool, right? Once fully grown, we give them their special blend shot that gets them ready for you, our blessed customers.
How did you think we had enough chicken for all of you people?
Eat more chicken.
This morning with my Nikon camera. Nikon that NASA just happened to buy the rights of. I wonder why that is. But what I captured wasn't the moon, and it wasn't even what was next to the moon, which was Jupiter. No, it's what's next to Jupiter. I unintentionally captured Jupiter's moons. And I do this because there's something up there next to Jupiter, but I don't think they're moons. I think there's something else entirely. And well, Jupiter is supposed to be 500 million miles away from the sun. 500 million. So for us to see Jupiter, the sun needs to shine its light 500 million miles away to this bright light in the sky, and then that little dot needs to have the strength to reflect that light all the way back to us, another 500 million miles. It's a pretty magical light. But what I want to show you are these little dots. And you can...
In the early morning hours of June 10th, 1994, Deborah Hoyt suddenly woke up in the middle of the night. She and her husband were staying with relatives in Sacramento, California, and they were supposed to be there for the next couple of days. But as she was sitting there, she had this overwhelming urge to want to leave right then and there and head back to their home in Lake Tahoe. Because she didn't really know what to make of this overwhelming feeling, she shook her husband awake and told him about it. She thought that maybe something was wrong, and he said, you know what, you probably just had a bad dream and you're kind of waking up still half in your dream. It's not a big deal, just go back to bed. I'm sure everything is totally fine. And in the morning, if you still want to, I'd be happy to leave. And so Deborah said, yeah, you're right. I'm totally overreacting. I'm sure it was just a dream. And she laid back down to try to go back to sleep. But as she laid there, that sense of dread that something was wrong and that she had to leave right now, it was just growing and growing and growing until she just jumped out of the bed. She's just standing in the room and she says to her husband, honey, we gotta go right now. I don't know what's wrong, but we gotta go right now. And her husband did not want to go. And he said, come on, Deborah, get back in bed. It's not a big deal. But she was adamant. She said, get out of bed. We're leaving right now. And so begrudgingly, her husband said, okay, we'll leave right now. And so the two of them hastily packed up and then went downstairs and left a note for their relatives explaining their absence, and then they got in their car and they drove off. After a little while, the couple reached a very dangerous section of their journey back home. It was called Bullion Bend, and it was a very windy road up in the mountains where one wrong turn and you're going flying down the side of a mountain. After driving through this area for about 15 minutes, they rounded a particularly sharp turn, and as soon as they made the turn and could look down the road, Deborah, who was in the passenger seat, she saw up ahead on the right, off the side of the road several feet, something that was just lying there on the side of the road. She didn't know what it was. She thought it was maybe a bag or some trash or maybe a dead animal. And at first she was just going to dismiss it. But as her husband drove closer and closer to it, the light began to illuminate it, and she looked at it and couldn't really discern what it was until they were right next to it. And she looked out her window and she noticed it was a woman's body, a woman who had no clothes on, who was just lying there totally motionless. And Deborah immediately turns to her husband and says, honey, I just saw a dead woman on the side of the road. And her husband immediately is kind of panicked and doesn't slow down. He just keeps driving and says, hey, should we stop? Should we turn around? I mean, maybe she's not dead. Maybe we can help her. But Deborah at this point is now terrified. And she's saying, no, keep going. Don't go back. I bet it's a trap. Someone probably put her there and they're going to lure us in and they're going to attack us if we try to stop and help her. And so in this kind of chaotic, frenzied reaction that Deborah and her husband are having, they decide that their best course of action is just to drive on and find the next payphone and call the police. And it just so happened that less than a quarter of a mile away was a ranger station with a phone. And so they pull into the parking lot and Deborah calls the police. The police tell her to wait inside of her car and they'll be out in a couple of minutes and they're going to need her to bring them up to where she saw this body. So a couple of minutes goes by, the police show up, and they tell them to drive back up the road, but stop about 200 yards short of where you believe this woman's body is. And so Deborah and her husband, they get back in the car, they drive back up the road where they came from, and right at this point where the road turned very sharply is where Deborah knew on the other side of this turn would be this body. And so they pulled over on the side of the road, the police came up on their side, and they said, yep, right around the corner, you're going to find her lying on the ground on the left side. And so Deborah and her husband are just sitting in the car watching as the police go up, they make that turn, and they kind of disappear out of sight, and then they see their spotlight moving around on the other side of this turn, and so they figure, okay, they're looking for the body. But after several minutes, the police came back down the road, and they stopped next to Deborah's car, and they said, you know what, guys? We didn't see anything up there. There wasn't a body. There wasn't anything out of the ordinary. And Deborah would say to police, I'm not lying. I know what I saw. It was a woman's body right there in front of me. I know it. It's right over there. And they would tell her that we believe you, but we can't do anything because there's nothing up there. And so they told Deborah and her husband to just head home, and they did. After Deborah and her husband took off and were gone, the two responding officers drove back to their police station, and once they were inside, they began speculating about what Deborah might have seen. And as they were talking, another officer came into the station, a guy by the name of Rich Strasser, and he overhears them, and he goes over. He's intrigued, and he asks them,
Some people just don't believe shit stink until you put it in their face. Let me show it to you on a flat earth map then. Here is your flat earth map. Can you see it? There you go. There is the world serpent. That serpent right there is responsible for the ice wall. And you can see every dot here is an earthquake. Earthquake, earthquakes, all of these. Here is the Caribbean serpent I've been telling you about. I tell you, when you see earthquakes by Puerto Rico, they're feeding. You're going to see all your hurricanes come and start this way because this being here is sucking water that way. All right? Now, once again, I've shown this all to you. The body goes up here. Here's more earthquakes, exactly where I told you guys that this thing is going to go. All right? And it comes around. More earthquakes. More earthquakes. More earthquakes. And there is the tail. Here's your flat earth map that you wanted to see. I haven't even gotten onto this side right here and even talked about this Levi right here that's on Japan. That's a cheek, and this is a lip, side of a lip. The rest of him goes through here, runs up to Wuhan, China. Haven't even talked about this, nor have I talked about this dragon tail sitting down here, and which is starting to move right here in the joint. Earthquakes. I haven't even talked about that. I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about what's going on the West Coast where this one is. And this is where it goes up through Yellowstone, Denver, Colorado, all of this, San Andreas Fault. All right? All of this right here. And once this finished thawing out, she'll be able to move. All right? She'll be able to move. So right now, you can see here, earthquake, feeding. Food goes through, you get to the belly of the beast, Los Angeles. All right? All of this stuff, man, these places are named like this for a reason. And I told you what this is going to do, and I told you what was going to start to happen. Can you smell the shit now? And this isn't all fun, though. So don't take this no kind of way, bro. All fun. You asked, I showed you. Next question.
Yeah, Lil Nas X is cooked. But y'all, the video, his face, something going on, fool. He looked like he lost, like, did I really do this? I'm telling y'all, something was going on with Buddy. He was possessed to some shit, and I know why. Because he chose to be on the other side. Y'all see what happened when you go against God, right? Prime example. He has on Fruit of the Looms. His favorite candy is Fruities. He didn't mock God so many times, y'all. But y'all, look at this video and y'all tell me I'm not tripping. Like, he just looked like, damn, I don't know what the hell was going on. Look at this man's face, y'all. He just looked like he dumbfounded, like he just lost for words. Like he really don't know what happened that night. Am I tripping? Look at him. He don't even look like the same person. Go back and watch that video when he was outside. That don't look like him, fool. They look like two different people. Tell me I'm lying. If I'm lying, I'm flying. And I'm damn sure not flying. This man is now facing 4 counts. If he ever wanted to get out that system, he could go ahead and kiss that shit goodbye. They got that over his head. He's cooked. How about this, right?
What the fuck was that? What was that? What was that? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? You're okay. You're okay.
Disney never lied. About what? Peter Pan is real. So in the movie, Peter tries to convince Wendy and her brothers to never grow up. But in the original story, Neverland is not a paradise. The pirates and mermaids that live there try to drown kids. Even Peter eliminates his friends that try to grow up. But all of this is based on a true story.
How?
Well, in 1897, there was a man named Barry who lived in London. Every day he would sit in the park and tell stories to a young boy named Peter and his two brothers. They became super close. But one day, both of Peter's parents passed away from cancer. Barry became their legal guardian. But from there, their lives became even darker. A few years later, World War I broke out, and one of Peter's brothers was taken in combat, and soon after, his other brother drowned in a lake. The grief became unbearable, and Peter sadly took his own life. In that moment, Barry felt that he had lost everything. So he wrote a book about a boy and his friends that never grew old, just like his adopted kids. It was called Peter Pan.
On August 31, 2025, The Simpsons supposedly predicted something extraordinary. They claimed the entire world would be reset, not by war, not by a pandemic, but by something no one ever saw coming. At exactly 6 a.m., commercial satellites align. The alignment points directly at the North Pole. The operation has an official name. It is called Midnight Eye. Publicly, it's described as a simple synchronization test, but hidden documents reveal another purpose, a very different goal. After the signal boost, strange numbers appear. Every person on Earth sees the numbers 1 and 2. At the same time, phones across the globe vibrate. No one touches them. It happens automatically. Then, a blinding white light flashes. Every single screen on the planet glows. The light lasts exactly 3 seconds. At that precise moment, something rises. An invisible signal spreads through the earth. It connects the human mind. It links consciousness to a strange purity, a force never used before. This isn't a technical test. It is a global mental calibration. The Simpsons showed it years earlier. In a 2015 episode, Homer stares at his TV. Suddenly, the screen glows with white light. Homer screams in confusion.
I don't remember anything.
The scene feels like a warning. It's not the end of the world. It's the end of something inside.
This rocket ship hit the firmament. Watch this.